Picture this. Imagine you're embarking on a challenging hike up a treacherous mountain. The path is steep, rocky, and unforgiving. Most people who attempt this hike will fail to reach the summit, but there's a select group of people who conquer the summit. And they do so by understanding two counterintuitive lessons. Number one, struggling against the mountain only leads to exhaustion and defeat. You'd think that pushing yourself harder, battling against the obstacles is the way to succeed. But in reality, the secret lies in embracing the mountain. You essentially have to become one with it, so to speak, using its ledges and crevices to propel yourself forward. By flowing with the terrain rather than fighting against it, you make progress. Now, lesson number two is fear is your worst enemy. It clouds your judgment, it drains you of energy and makes every step treacherous. But those who conquer the mountain, the summit, understand that fear must be acknowledged and then released. And this is how fear works with everything else in our lives. But here's the kicker. These lessons aren't just for experienced hikers. They actually are important to life in general too. Now, let me explain. See, most people think that effort and reward go hand in hand, right? Work twice as long and you get twice as much done. You spend more time with someone and you feel twice as loved. Simple, right? Well, not really. This is not how life works. Turns out life doesn't always follow a neat and tidy linear curve like that. For mindless tasks, sure. The more you spend time on something, the more you achieve it. But for complex and emotional demanding stuff, it's different. It's like this thing called diminishing returns. The more you experience something, the less rewarding it becomes. Think about your productivity, experiences, friendships. You know what? Too much of a good thing can actually become overwhelming in the end. But wait, there's more. There's this thing that I once heard or read about called inverted curve. It's like the twilight zone of effort reward curves. Get this, the more effort you put into something, the worse it gets. Yeah, I know it sounds completely nuts. And the hiking thing happens to be one of those activities on the inverted curve. There are a few others like meditation or trying to impress people, but most things in life work on the principle of the more you try, the better you get. So why does this inverted curve actually matter? It's all about the experiences that happen in our minds, in our heads. Those internal psychological experiences. When you desperately want to be happy or confident, it seems to slip away. It's like chasing your own shadow. You just can't catch it. That's because the mind is a tricky thing. Wanting something too much can actually push it further away. But there is some good news. You can break free from this cycle. It's about letting go and accepting what you can't control. Yeah, no, it's easier said than done, but it's powerful stuff nonetheless. When you accept that failure is just part of the journey, you can bounce back and keep going. So the bottom line is this. Things like hiking, extreme summits teaches us important lessons in life. It's about going with the flow, not fighting against it. It's about staying calm in stressful situations. It's about understanding that something, the harder you try, the worse it can get. So embrace the unexpected, let go of control, and keep on moving forward.